I want to be your friend, but friends need to tell each other the truth.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 saddest Full House moments.
I do love you.
I love you too. I guess that's not enough, is it?
For this list, we'll be looking at the surprisingly somber scenes with the Tanner family that made us bawl our eyes out, proving that this sitcom was more than just corny jokes and iconic catchphrases. Have your tissue boxes ready and expect spoilers ahead. Think we missed a particularly heart-wrenching moment? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, the first Thanksgiving without Pam. Thanksgiving has come to the Tanner house. The very first one without Pam, the girl's late mother.
Oh, that's right, man. That's gotta be rough on them. We gotta make this a fun day. We gotta make it a great day for these girls.
And it will be.
While a crisis with dinner is resolved in typical sitcom fashion, there's one scene that tugs at our heartstrings. Jesse reflecting on the fact that Pam, his only older sister, is gone forever. He's known her longer than anyone in the house, and the pain of her not being with them anymore hurts more than ever, and that pain may never go away.
When's it gonna stop hurting, man? I keep thinking the pain's gonna go away, but it doesn't. When I see pictures, or I think of her,
Fortunately, Danny's there to remind him that talking about Pam and remembering the good times they've had makes coping with a loss much easier.
Talking about the memories. That's what keeps her in your heart.
yeah?
Yeah.
Number 9, remembering Pam. Stephanie loves her stuffed toy Mr. Bear so much that she becomes utterly distraught when he goes missing. However, it turns out to be much deeper than just a child missing her toy. Mr. Bear was a gift from Pam before her passing.
So that's why Mr. Bear is so important to you, because he was a present from Mom, huh?
Oh, yeah. I forgot Mom gave me Mr. Bear. That must be why I love him so much.
The girls worry about forgetting their mother, so Danny thinks it's time to show them some home movies showing the day Pam came home with baby Michelle.
Danny, get a close-up of this gorgeous little face. Not me, the baby, huh?
Thankfully, the story ends on a happy note with Mr. Bear being found. However, it also ends somberly with the family watching Pam in the videos, a grim reminder that she's never coming back, but they'll always have memories of her.
Hi. Wave to Daddy. Hi, Daddy. We love you.
Number 8, DJ and Eddie. When DJ visits an old man named Eddie Johnson, the two become fast friends.
You know how to play bumper pool?
No.
Me neither. Grab yourself a cue over there. We'll learn together.
However, when DJ takes Eddie out of the nursing home for the day, something strange happens to Eddie. He starts having spells where he forgets where he is, and even forgets DJ's name.
I'm really sorry if I caused you all of this trouble. And if you don't come to visit me anymore, I'll understand. But I gotta tell you that this has been one of the best days I've had in a long time.
It turns out that Eddie is showing early signs of Alzheimer's disease, and things will deteriorate further instead of improving.
I can't believe this. I really liked Eddie. What am I supposed to do? Just keep going back there and watch him get worse and worse?
Poor DJ is heartbroken that her new friend's health is declining, but then her dad helps her remember why she became a volunteer, to help people. And sometimes being a friend and brightening up their day is the best help anyone can ask for. Number 7, everything keeps disappearing. Even from day one, Full House made our eyes water. With Jesse and Joey moving in, DJ will have to share her room with Stephanie, and she's unhappy with the new arrangements.
Honey, it's gonna be just like having a slumber party.
Yeah, with only one guest who never leaves.
It may seem bratty, but try looking at it from DJ's point of view. Her mother passes away 3 months prior, her grandmother moves out, and now she's forced to give up half of her own room. Losing so much in such a short time is too much for someone DJ's age.
Everything keeps disappearing.
I know exactly how you feel. And I know how much you girls miss your mother.
Fortunately, Danny reminds her that even with so many changes, nothing will tear the family apart. A beautiful message that carries through the rest of the series.
Either you move back inside, or all 5 of us are moving into the garage. But nothing is gonna break up this team.
Number 6. Danny lets Vicky go. After losing Pam, it looked like Danny would never find love again until he met Vicky Larson. Though they had to tackle a long-distance relationship from time to time, their love remained strong from seasons 5 to 7. Danny even proposed to her at Disney World.
You said yes. Yes, you just said. You said. Girls, you just said yes. You said yes.
However, when Vicky gets a shot at her dream job in New York, she and Danny are forced to break off their engagement. And Danny bids farewell to the only woman he loved as much as Pam.
I can't ask you to give up your dream. So I guess I'm gonna have to give up mine.
Sadly, no matter how much a couple loves one another, some long-distance relationships don't work out. At least Danny will always have the love of his family to keep his spirits up.
Thank you, girls.
Dad, if you don't want this to melt,
No, I'll split it with you. It's not a problem. I'm getting hungry in about a second.
Number 5. Goodbye, Uncle Jesse. Jesse and Becky's wedding was undeniably one of the most beautiful moments in the series. Unfortunately, it had one heartbreaking drawback: Jesse having to move out of the house.
You're not going anywhere. Uncle Jesse is the one who's leaving.
but we're supposed to be a big happy family.
Michelle takes it the hardest, but Jesse helps her be brave before they exchange goodbye gifts and part ways with silent tears in their eyes. Jesse and Michelle have had one of the closest bonds on the show, Jesse acting like a second father to Michelle, and Michelle being Jesse's confidant. So seeing them say goodbye like this is just too much.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Uncle Jesse.
Thankfully, it doesn't have to be goodbye, as Jesse and Becky ultimately move into the attic, making the Tanner family even larger.
Jesse pajama party!
Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you, Danny.
Jess, it's great to have you back.
Number 4, Michelle's amnesia. In the 2-part series finale, disaster strikes when Michelle falls off her horse and hits her head. She survives the fall, but gets a nasty case of amnesia. She can't remember who she is, her own family, or any of the good and hard times they've been through together.
I know you all want me to remember, but I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it, honey. It's fine.
It's not fine. I don't know who I am.
It gets even sadder when she asks about her late mother, worried that even when she does get her memories back, she won't remember her at all.
Well, Michelle, we'll tell you anything about her you want to know.
Is she pretty?
Michelle, she was very pretty.
Thankfully, her memory comes back in the end, just in time for the final curtain call, as the Tanners remember that no matter what life throws at them, they'll overcome anything together as a family.
So it was like part of all of us was missing. But we stuck it out and we got through it. Just like we always do. Just like we always will.
Number 3, what really happened to Pam? DJ and Kimmy's first fraternity party doesn't end well when Kimmy gets drunk. Fortunately, DJ drives Kimmy home safely, but Kimmy thinks her best friend is just being overbearing.
Newsflash! I saved your scrawny neck last night. You embarrassed my scrawny neck last night. I think it's time we went our separate ways.
It turns out that DJ's mother, Pam, lost her life because of a drunk driver.
My mom died because of a drunk driver. I wasn't gonna lose my best friend the same way.
Up to this point, we only knew that it was from a car accident, but to hear the full cause is even more heartbreaking. It definitely explains why DJ didn't drink at the party, or why she was so worried about Kimmy. Do you know how hard it would have been losing 2 people you care about to the same cause? If only everyone had DJ's good judgment.
The trick is to remember that everybody is nervous. And it's a lot easier to handle if you stay in control.
Number 2, the sad story of Charles. For her class assignment, Stephanie gets paired up with an irritating classmate named Charles. The project turns into a nightmare, but not for the reason Stephanie thinks.
Try thinking of a funny movie like Home Alone or Roger Rabbit. That's what I always do when I'm getting it.
Getting what?
Well, you know, when your dad's pounding you.
You mean hitting?
She learns the tragic truth about Charles. He's horribly mistreated by his father, and he makes Stephanie promise not to tell anyone. He doesn't show up for school, which means that something horrific happened to him. And although she made a promise, Stephanie ends up telling Jesse about Charles.
You really hurt him, Uncle Jesse.
Are you sure, Steph?
Positive. He told me all about it. And he wasn't in school today. The teacher said he had another accident.
Oh, I gotta report this right now.
Thankfully, Stephanie telling Jesse ends up saving Charles's life, but it's horrible that a father would harm their own son in the first place. No matter how annoying they may be, it shouldn't hurt to be a child.
What made his father so mean?
I don't know. I look at you girls, and I look at Nikki and Alex. How can anyone hurt their child?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Papuli. Jesse's grandpa, Papuli, has come for a visit, and his optimistic spirit touches everyone's hearts, especially Michelle's.
Uncle Jesse, Papuli's teaching me how to do a Greek dance.
Come on, Jesse, we short a couple steps, huh?
Unfortunately, the happiness doesn't last, as Papuli passes away in his sleep, and Jesse and Michelle take it the hardest. They try to cope on their own, but they can't hold back the tears forever, and they finally hug and let all the pain out together.
It's okay to be sad.
I know, I heard that somewhere before.
Uncle Jesse? Is it okay to cry?
You'd think the Tanners suffered enough from losing Pam, but losing such a jolly, giving man is just as painful, more so for us seeing Jesse and Michelle break down in tears. In the end, our twosome dance in Papuli's honor to cap off one of the most tragic episodes in sitcom history. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.